Hello, friends. I'll wait till it goes live because it'll take a second. It always takes a second. Whew! That was a whirlwind. And while you guys are coming on here, because I can see on my laptop that I'm talking to myself right now. But I think, right? I think that I'm not talking to myself anymore. So I love that you guys are talking about lunch. Well, no one's here to help me. So I had to eat very crusty, gluten-free, a slice of gluten-free pizza. But I'm good. I don't care. Like, I live for this. I live to do all the things. So I have a Diet Coke, I have my water, and I ate a piece of crusty pizza. But I am healthy eating right now. So it wasn't the healthiest eating, but because I did gluten-free, I feel like it's good. So we're starting a brand new video. This is part 2. If you are just in the world of YouTube and you found this video and you're like, where did she make all the backgrounds for this tag book? This is part 2. The first one for this morning, celebrating International Scrapbook Day. We did a whole class with distress inks and layering and doing using found objects to create some beautiful backgrounds that we're going to make a tag book, and then maybe a layout. We'll see how much time we have, and then I'm going to come on for a third session to do layouts. So hello, I'm Vicki, and I'm happy to meet you if it's your first time here. If you are new to watching lives, you want to make sure that you hover over the screen, find the little gear, and click on that and make sure you're watching this in 720p, because your quality, if it's blurry, could be not your connection, but the quality of the video. So check that. If you haven't already, I never say this, make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, do all of the things so that we can grow this creative community, because I love it. Hola, amiga. I'm a little slow today, but I'm having a blast. And even you could start with me right now without doing mixed media. You could use my ready-made backgrounds. Let's grab one if you don't know what I'm talking about. Do I have one handy? Let me look. Let me look. I have things everywhere, right? So here is mixed media made for you in a ready-made background. So if you have one of these, you could totally take this pad, boop, boop, that has a whole bunch of art already done, and use that. Or just use cardstock, right? Just use cardstock. Was there a Greece question? Yeah, Natalie is not coming to Greece with me, but my husband is. My husband's coming. So let me pick up what I dropped on the floor so we can talk about what we did earlier today. And then I cleaned up a little bit. It's not perfect, but I got rid of the mixed media stuff so we can roll into paper crafting. So what do I need now? Foam dots, tape runner, paper trimmer. I have some border punches because I love to do repeated patterns in mini books, so especially in a tag book. So I think we'll decide what if this is going to be horizontal or vertical, portrait or landscape, right? It's going to be so much fun. So let's do the things. Any questions before I flip the camera about what we started with or what we're doing now? I am using the collection. It's an older collection, but I've had it here and I've wanted to use it for forever. So I love Maggie Holmes. I love crepe paper. This one is called Woodland Grove. You can use anything that you have on hand, but this is what I'm going to use. So I have papery, I have frames, I have a whole bunch of elements. So normally I would plan all this out. We're doing it on the live. And so it's 1 o'clock. What time does this one go till? 3, I think, 1 to 3. How many tags are you using? I have 6, because remember I cleaned that stencil brush. So I just added some, that was with Simon's paste. So I just added some pink behind it and did the backside with some glaze. And so I have that tag. I'll show you the ones, but I have 6 tags. They're 4x6s. And I believe this album is going to end up going portrait, not landscape, because some of the art, right? So it is fun. These are the tags that we made with one bonus because I used it to clean off my stencil brush and then went, oop, might as well use it. So look how pretty it's going to be. And I don't know what's going to be the A side, the B side. So I printed photos. Oh my gosh, I know, can't even believe it. The only thing I might grab is a sheet of cardstock that I can map my photos on, because I think that that will be the thing that carries the pattern through. And I believe I'm going to go grab a piece of blue cardstock, like a smoky blue cardstock, and that will be what will consistently be through the album. If I mat all of my photos on a blue cardstock, I think it'll be a lot of fun. So I'm going to grab that, and then we're going to flip the camera. I'll flip the camera so you're looking at the things. You need a paper trimmer. You need a border punch, corner rounder. If you have punches that you want to use, like a star punch, a heart punch, that would be great. Butterfly punch. We'll look at the backgrounds that we made that will lead into the next session. Maybe, possibly, we'll get one done today, like one done not today, in this session. And then we can use the other two backgrounds for the second. That's my goal. So this tag book isn't going to be super intricate. It's going to be more layering embellishments, using a mat, repeating a pattern throughout. And then I love it because I'm going to have a little birthday book. So the pictures I'm using are from my favorite place. If you are local, I live in right outside of Niagara Falls, Ontario, Canada, in a city called St. Catharines. And we have this amazing greenhouse with a restaurant and classes. It's amazing, called the Watering Can, and it's in Vineland. And we went there for my birthday. I got back from Texas and we rolled right out the next day and went and had, I'm telling you, the best salad. Valerie, we have to go. It was prosciutto with whipped goat cheese or feta, and then had candied almonds, figs, and rainbow radishes on it. It is one of the best salads I've ever had. If you ever go there, the food is good. So let's do the things. I'm going to flip the camera. If you didn't know, I have a website called VickiBoutin.com. That's me, VICKIBOUTIN. Natalie is talking about it. Some of you guys are asking about the t-shirts. I did post these on my website under Vicki Boutin merch. There's bags, there's aprons, there's pins, and there is the brand new collection kit for all online class that will be span 4-5 days, spread out. Some of it 3 days are right at the same time, where I'm going to teach it in September, but it's going up for sale as a pre-order now. So when the product comes, I can get it all packed up and shipped to you. It is 20 plus hours of education, making a 6x8 album, 10 plus layouts with bonus pages and clusters and page builders. So you can find that all on VickiBoutin.com. And as well, I'm not using my new collection yet because not everybody has it, and I feel like that's a giant tease. So I'm going to wait till the stuff comes out. So I am making, like I said, using my friend Maggie Holmes, Woodland Grove. Let's flip the camera. I talk a lot. Yay. I will be making 2 orders for Bold and Bright. Yeah, it's going to be a good one. And you know, some of you will buy 2 kits because the product is like, what did I say? $30 or $20 off just product costs. So you get me for free. So if you want to use the extra kit for when I do my Friday night lives with all of the product, you most certainly can. Can you watch the videos after? 100%. All of these will be recorded. If you're new here, there is a whole library of this kind of thing. I've been doing lives for a very long time. So I did it before COVID, and then we were crazy during the pandemic with connecting and doing live videos. So you will find a plethora of information on mixed media, scrapbooking, all of the things. I'm going to grab some cardstock. Gonna grab some cardstock. That will be good, I think. That will be a nice color. So I'm going to go with a blue. Let's just make sure it kind of matches this collection. I feel like it does. Close enough. Close enough. So this is what I'm going to mat, and we're in blue jeans, so, or Devin is, and I'm in a jean jacket. So these will match. So I have my photos that are 3x4s. I printed 3x4 photos. I have 6 of these mixed media. If you did not see the first part, there is a part 1 of this video that we will link in the description when we're done. I only had 30 minutes between the two, but oh my goodness, excuse me. I had Coke and then I just burped on you. I apologize. We did all of these mixed media backgrounds with distress ink and then a little bit of glaze, stencils. Some we use cups. This one we did with a pencil, the end of a eraser on a new pencil, and then some stencil stamping. We used the pencil to deposit ink, and then I just went in and added a little bit of stencil just to create a layer. And then that was a stencil stamping where we put the 2 sheets between the paper and kind of kissed it. So you have that. Sorry, I just want to make sure I'm up to date on the comments. The other thing too, if you're watching live, make sure that the little red button says live. Otherwise you're watching in the past. You're not up to real time with me. And the other thing is click live chat instead of top chat so you don't miss some of the comments. So then this one was just, I inked the background and then I placed the stencil on and removed the pigment with a baby wipe through the stencil, and then went through with my stencil brush and added some gold in there. So I really like how that one turned out. That was just cleaning a stencil brush. And then I just inked, because the other thing is those texture pastes are a whole different ball of wax than the distress ink. So they actually resist the distress ink. So even though I added the ink after the stenciling went on there, it totally will work because it resists the distress ink. So you can buff it right off. And then did some watermarking. And that was just cleaning the stencil. Okay. So we have all those cards. We created these 3 backgrounds. I love this, and I think we might stencil a little bit on here later. But there's that one, which will go beautifully with this collection. We did this one. And this one, I whipped this up right after I went from live. I'm going to punch circles from it, and we're going to do some layering of circles. So it is a very awesome mixed media background. I'm going to do some more watermarking on here. But that is the quick background that I did. Hi, Brenda. Do you just use water to clean the gold texture paste from your stencil brush? 100%. I never put soap or anything on it. I never submerge those brushes either. So how you saw me with water and a baby wipe is how I clean them. All my stencil brushes, they'll stain. Like you'll get some stain on some of the brushes, but they're fine. You don't want to put so much medium on that it goes up in the bristles. Everything I do with any of these is just like on the tip of the bristles. So if your brush, you did a deep clean, right? This one actually might be dirty. We'll see. Oh my goodness. Did you see how many times have I spilt that water? I have to go grab more blue. Or actually, I'll just use the end of it. Dingleberry. Put the lid on. Watch, you're watching it happen. I've spilt that 3 times. So, right, you clean it like this. So there is a little yellow on there. I just do that until no pigment is coming off the brush. Okay, just do it till no pigment is coming off the brush. So let's say it's good. It's pretty wet maybe because you really were cleaning it. I have run the bristles under water if it's really dirty. But I always do this with my brush when I'm done. This is when I'm finished with my stencil brush. I take my paper towel and I wrap it really tight like this. And I leave it to dry because then my bristles get compact and nice and tight. And it's ready to go when I'm ready to use it. I do not have Woodland Grove in my shop anymore, Pamela. This is just a promise I made because people who did buy the kit, I'm like, I will do something with it. And I have not had time because you guys know if you follow me, I'm never home. So I might have 1 kit left. But you just have to email me. Whoever emails me first, I'll sell you whatever I have left. But No, but you don't need Woodland Grove. You can use anything, right? Any of these American Crafts collections will have these things. So don't be sad if you're not using exactly what I have, right? Don't be sad. You could use Discover and Create beautifully with what we're doing, right? So, or you could use your stamps and die cut them. But I know it is one of those for some are like, oh, I wish I was using the same thing. Only thing I'm going to grab that I don't have right now is a circle punch, because I want to put at the top of each tag a little circle, and that will be my little binding hole. Okay, let me grab it. So 1 inch circle. I'm going to grab a 1 inch circle. So it looks good. Looks good. Stepping on the bag. This I wanted to show you guys up close because I don't think I did. So that's the bag that's in the shop. I love how it turned out. I'm very happy with how this turned out. I bought a little bit more expensive one, so it will be decent quality, right? So I love that. Wanted to show you guys, and I never did. Here we go. I love that, Melanie, because the Noteworthy, I have lots of Noteworthy left in my shop. I actually brought it to use it, and I think it's upstairs. So maybe I'll grab some to use on the layouts. Noteworthy, and the other thing I'm going to be adding, and we're going to be using down the road, is the vintage one that with all the rainbow colors. I have the butterflies, the titles, the thickers, and I'm going to be putting a little deal on later. I have a ton of stuff to add, and I don't want to overwhelm you guys because, right, the kit went up, the merch. I have a hard time that, even though it's a business, I still have a hard time putting all the stuff up. Okay, so what are we going to do? We're going to mat the photos. First thing I'm going to do is mat every single one of my photos with the water I poured all over my cardstock. So again, my photos are 3x4. I am just going to put a slight blue border around these. So let's see if they are exactly 3x4. Of course, I don't have a ruler over here, so let's just use this. They're just slightly smaller than 3x4. I print all of mine on my PictureMate 400. So I'm going to cut my mats at 3 and a bit by 4, because they're just slightly, I just want a tiny little border. So 3 and a bit by 4, which is going to mean I don't get 3 out of each of these. Let's see, will that work? So slightly smaller than a quarter. That works beautifully. Look how nice. Just have that little bit. Just have that little bit. There we go. My mama, I don't know if you're out here today, Sheila, but you're going to make an appearance in my album today. My mama. Sheila. Yay. Me. I'm going to make an appearance in my album today. Oh my goodness, I'm scrapbooking like a real scrapbook person. Hello, Hip Kit. Oh my goodness, that is one of the kit companies that has been around forever that I absolutely love. Hip Kits. Hello, my friend. And then we'll go to 4 1/4 in a bit. So I love, we did all the mixed media, and now we're doing the scrapbooking for International Scrapbook Day. I love it. She's got to be there. She doesn't talk all the time. Sheila's sometimes hanging out and she doesn't really chat, but she watches. There we go. Okay. So then I'm going to decide, because that's 1, 2, 3. I want to use those 3. So when you go to the watering can, they plant succulents in like a piano, a chair, this old pram. I love it. There's Devin, me, and her boyfriend. There's me and Debbie, and there's Debbie. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I guess Daniel can make the cut too. So those are going to be my 6 photos. Daniel gets to make the cut too. So what are we doing first? We're just matting them. So if you did not print photos yet, no big deal. Just make some little mats right now, right? Make your mats for your photos, and then you can place your photos later. Make your mats. Put your photos on them later. Hi, Kelly. YouTube wants you to stay in the past. I love it. Just if you hover on and click, right, you can go on the live. Is Mama here? See, I'm here, loving all the things. She is the queen of being supportive, is my mamacita. So I adore her. How you feeling today, Mom? How's your ankle? Taking you shopping this week to get you a new pair of sandals. I love you. Hello from Uruguay. I love Uruguay. I want to come back. It was amazing. I didn't know it was going to be as awesome as it was. So, hello, hola. So what does buen nombre mean? What does good, what's nombre? What's that mean? Help me with the Spanish. I know buen is good, right? Hello from Brazil. So would I still say hola in Brazil? Because Brazil is Portuguese, right? Her handle name is great. I love that. Name. So great name. Diente de leche art. What does that mean? Diente de leche art. Let's translate that. I'm glad you're feeling better, Sheil. Okay, so let's put our photos on the photo mats. I love it. Diente de leche is why we call is what we call our baby teeth, like milk teeth, right? Milk teeth. I love that. Tooth of milk art. I love it. Baby teeth. See, I'm learning the things. What tape runner are you using? My favorite is tape runner ever. I love this. Like, it is worth every single penny. It is the Scrapbook Adhesives Easy Runner Grand permanent adhesive. I find that it lasts for a very long time. I love this. If you don't own one of these, I would say this is a tape runner worth every penny. So when you buy the tape runner and then buy 2 or 3 refills, I love this thing. So just to fill it, right? You just pop it open and then these just go in like that. So I love it. I have used Scrapbook Adhesives adhesive forever. I love their foam dots too. So they used to send me lots of stuff, right? So that's how, right? You try it and then you're like, and now I buy it. They gave me free stuff and now I buy it. I love it. Hola in Panama. I've been to Panama as well. Hello from Maryland. I love that. That is the name of our shop where we sell your products. I love that. Where did you say you are again? Are you in Uruguay? Are you in Uruguay? I'm so over my ATG. I can't use those ones, right? Because you got to flick your wrist to end that, right? You got to flick your wrist. I have a hard time. I pull the whole thing out. So I love this one. Yeah, it's a good one. It's your favorite adhesive runner as well, Sheila. I love that. I love that I'm not alone. Yeah, I do. I like it. I don't work for them or anything. I just think it's good. It's the only tape runner other than American Crafts that I carry in my shop too. Because really, if I'm going to promote one, I'm going to tell you, use the one I use. Because I love it. I don't know about the rest because it's the only one I use. I used to use these little ones too, right? But dude, I go through so much adhesive that this is doesn't last long. Like 1 or 2 projects and I'm done. So I went to the big dog and have never looked back, right? And it comes with the dots and different adhesive as well, right? Mine is the strips. I love it. But yes, you can use the dots too, right? The next thing I want to buy is that We Are Memory Keeper sticky folio. I want to get that for some of my little doodly pop tiny little ephemera pieces. Have you guys used that at all? So it is like a full sheet of adhesive dots, and then it has a non-stick sheet. So you put your ephemera on it, you close the sheet, you rub, you lift it, and it all has adhesive on it. I really love it. Hello, Rich.
I was stuck in the tulip traffic for 25 minutes.
Oh, because
the tulip farm.
There's a tulip farm. Where is that?
Like in the boonies.
Yeah, but where?
Like in Effingham.
Effingham. So there's a tulip farm where you can go and do pictures, and then you can cut tulips. So Rich was golfing and he got stuck in the traffic behind the tulip traffic. He looks all askew. His hat's on crooked. He must have been pulling out his hair. He should have went on the other way. He knew that. It happened last weekend too, right? So I've used the Sticky Dots brand, but not the We Are brand. Does Sticky Dots have like the sheet thing, the folio? Yeah, I only have seen it with, probably because I work with American Crafts, right? I've only seen it with them, but I'm sure it's not a brand new idea, right? There we go. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. My count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 photos for my tag book. So now let's figure this sucker out. So I'm going to put it in order because the idea will be, right, that I'll have a photo and then journaling. Like it's going to have to flip like this. So I'm going to have to put it in the order that I want. So I will do one side with a photo and then ephemera and stuff. So we can decide. I think my photos are going on top. And then I'm going to ephemera and title on the bottom. So I just have to decide what I want where. Okay, so this one I love because it doesn't matter if it goes upside down. This one too. So this will be a front side up. Maybe we'll end it with this. What is this guy? Yeah, I love that. So that's going to go as a page. Let's decide what goes next. Oh, I like the pink with this one. So I'm going to do that. And then we can do the green and the teal. And what do we want? Oh, I love that as a front cover. And then I'm going to do, oh, look at that. I love it. Pink. Oh, can't do that, Vicki. That might be that'll be my front cover. That one. This will be my last page. Okay, so I'll show you again. So friends, if I'm missing anything, I'll check in, but now you know I'm going to be focused on making, so I'm not ignoring you on purpose. I'm going to have a drink of my Diet Coke and we're going to go. I missed the first part. What size are the mixed media pieces? They are 4x6s. And the reason that I did 4x6s is that we could get that evenly out of foundation paper, right? That we could get 6 cards. So we used 2 sheets of foundations paper and it worked out beautifully. And then, like I said, you could just start laying out and clipping your pieces and go back and do the mixed media if you were so inclined, Lori, right? Or just use cardstock. You don't have to do mixed media. This could be matted with paper. I just wanted to get you guys doing the mixed media because I love it. And if I love it, you have to love it too. Ask my mom. Ask Sheila. If I'm like that, I am 100% like that. If I like it, I want you to like it too. So I have all of this stuff. I'm not going to necessarily use all of this stuff, but I'm going to use part of the stuffs I'm dumping stuff out because I did not plan ahead and have containers. So ephemera is my go-to. I love ephemera. We'll do the cover last, but to give you an idea, right? Is the ephemera in this one. This is an old collection too. I know I'm doing you a disservice by using stuff you might not be able to get anymore. You probably can find it on all of the online stores still. I don't think it's sold out, but I'm doing it because I did sell some of these kits, and I don't want people to be mad that I didn't do anything with it. I love the animals in it. I saw a dress when I was in Texas that was hot pink with little, what are these called? Cheetahs all over it, and I wanted it, but it was $200, and I went, that's a lot of money. But I wanted a hot pink cheetah dress. So I'm just opening it so I can grab some things. Opening it so I can grab some things. What collections are you guys using? So I know one of you is using some Simple Stories, right? Joanne still has Woodland Grove in their designer destination. It will be there until they set the new one. So it'll probably go on sale too. So see, I'm doing you a favor because once that collection is done, right? Oh, look it. I love it. So I drive my tiny attacher because when I use acetate, that's how I attach it. Tiny attacher, Brad's, right? Oh my goodness. I love the peacock. Okay. So I have this. I'm just going to use the things. You know I love to layer and cluster. So for me, there's never enough ephemera. And you need to tell American Crafts that too. Because they're like, well, you already have 2 ephemera packs. I'm like, I could have 6 ephemera packs, dude. Florals. Let's go with florals on this one. Because I feel like you will find florals in any collection, right? I'm using a different collection I have bought. I'm using 49 and Market Gardenia collection. I love that. So I'm going to use flowers, okay, for sure. And oh, look at that giant butterfly. Love it. So we need to do things that are kind of repeated. We'll embellish in a minute. So we'll use flowers and titles for sure. Okay, flowers and titles for sure, maybe some frames, so that I don't get too crazy and very specific things. Every collection that exists from American Crafts, buy their papery packs. Let them know you love papery, right? Let them know you love papery. A lot of people wouldn't have bought this, Carrie, because they wouldn't like the animals on it, right? I love it. I love it. There is so much in here that you could do. You could make a whole tag out of the stationery pack. I love the Maggie stuff, right? I probably won't use that today. Because I've got to have the balance, right? Keep the peoples happy. I have 2 stationery packs here. That's because I do have one of these kits left. Just letting you know, there's one. And whoever emails me first at Vicki, info@VickiBooten.com, you can have it. And I know some of you guys emailed about the travel kits, the leftover ones from the cruise. I wrote all your names on a list, and I'm going to reach out. They're all ready to go. And for friends that were on the cruise and you're emailing me about the ephemera pack, it's there. I'm doing all of that this week. All of that this week. Okay? So we have this flip book that is going to go like this. It's going to flip like this, right? So what did we decide? I think we'll put photos on the top. So I think I'll start with this one, right? And I think they're going to hang off because then what I can do is also use that for words. I can layer the back of the cardstock with words. So we have that one. I think I'm going to put there. I'm going to turn that. Ooh, I love it. And then we can put my mama. And they'll all just layer like that. So when the book is closed, all those are on the side like that. And then I can put a little bit of pattern paper. And then this is going to go like this. And I can put me and Debbie. I think that'll look pretty on this page. We'll see if we need to swap any of these out. And then here, ooh, I'm flipping that like that. Because I can do whatever I want. I want the gold on the other side. So there, Oh, I think that one will be nice on there. And then, I don't think I have. There's me. Do I go at the end? Do I go at the end of my book? I love it for my birthday. So I have this of Devin. Sorry, Daniel. Devin is going on there. Sorry, Daniel, you're new. Debbie has to be on here because she is my girl. So I want to, my mom might come at the end because I think her sweater will match that page better. Sorry, Daniel. He was going to be in the book. He didn't get to be in the book. But Nanny will go here because her sweater matches the green better. And she loves green. Excuse me. What's that? But don't forget that I will have 50 of the travel kits because the next Greece cruise is a whole new one. So there's a whole new one. So I won't even start selling that one yet. But if you miss out on this first one, you can definitely go on the list for the second one, okay? I just buy extra 25 of all of my cruises because then it offsets some of my costs, right? Because the cruising, I do more just because I have fun. It's really not, it probably costs me more by the time I do all my excursions and stuff. It makes me money. So look, I love that. Commit. Because we don't have a ton of time today, right? We got to just do the thing. So see if I let it overhang a bit. And then just check on the front too, so it looks straight. Then I have this little strip that I can put ephemera and titles on. But it's going to be the same all through the album so that they layer in a stack, right? Looks very good. And put your name on the wait list anyway, because not everybody's going to agree. Like people will say, yes, I want the kit, and then they don't want the kit, right? Then they don't want the kit because they're like, oh, I just bought the other kit. I can't afford it right now, or I don't want to buy both. So put your name. I will email everyone on the list, and the first people who reply will be the ones to get them, right? I'm not making a tag shape because a tag album doesn't need to necessarily be a tag shape. And I'll tell you why, Lisa, is I want the real estate. I want the area on the cards so that I can layer ephemera. And some of these are still going to get little strips of pattern paper and such too, okay? So no, I'm not making it a tag shape. But now when I put this next one on, I will layer it so it lines up with that tag, right? I'm going to adhere it so it lines up with that one. Now this one, I definitely want to put a piece of pattern paper behind it. So let's grab my 6x8 paper pad. And what paper will look nice with, ooh, that's pretty. But I have that red top, red flowers on here. So, ooh, that gray might be nice, right? So let's pick a pattern. The only problem with it, I hate single-sided paper. I don't understand the purpose of it. I think all paper pads should be double. I know that I might not be, might not be how everybody feels about it, but it is definitely how I feel about it. I tell American Crafts all the time, take the foil out and make it double-sided, or make the pad $2 more and add the foil in it. But because I'd love double-sided with some specialty in there, but now, like in my tag book, I have to cut everything in doubles to back it. I think the world of single-sided paper is old. I don't think that people really. Am I wrong? Do you guys love? Do you love single-sided paper, or are you of the same school that you much prefer a double? I like my double. Can you tell? I'm really not holding back on my opinion of that. What was the email you sent a long time ago, Noreen? If it's about that, if it's about the, yeah, just email me again. You never can go wrong, right? So I'm picking the ones out that I think are very subtle backgrounds that I can use. Yeah, I'm never going to get mad if you email me twice, especially if you didn't hear back from me. Because you never know. You never know what Vicky's up to, right? Did I put the metallic in there? I'm going to keep my patterns, because if this was double-sided, are you ready? You'd get double the patterns, because you would have an additional, how many are in here? 18 patterns in your album, and then times two. Because all of my pages are double-sided, it means they would have had to come up with a background for all of these. So your background then normally is a layering tone-on-tone pattern. So when you don't have the backgrounds, you don't get those. They're not in the pad. So that is my feeling. I'd rather, if they're like, you can have one or the other, and I'm like, then 100% hands down, please give me the double-sided paper. I don't need the metallic. I can add it with my glazes. Did I take the cameras out? Okay, let's just do some things now, Vicki. Let's focus. Yeah, I'm sure you're on my list, Noreen. I'm sure you're on my list. Yeah, I have to choose. I have to choose between the two, right? If I want double-sided, then I have to choose either metallic or double-sided. You can't have both because it puts the price up. I'm going to use this. So I'm just going to cut a little strip, just a little strip that I'm going to put behind. So I'm not matting the whole thing. So I'm just going to cut a little strip. I'm not even measuring it. But if you asked, I'd say probably 2 inches-ish, 2 1/4. Yeah, but you know what the plus is that with the paper pads, you always get 2 sheets of everything. But I guess, you know, you don't have to agree with me. I don't have to convince you. See, that's me telling myself, Vicki, it's okay if they don't agree with you. You don't have to convince them. That's probably why they sell it, because there are people who do like it. Not everybody thinks like you, Vicki Lynn Elizabeth. So, yeah, I guess then that's awesome. But the stuff that has my name on it, I don't even give you guys an option. Isn't that terrible? I'm like, double-sided all the way. So I'm matting that first. I just want a little strip of pattern because the blue stencil is all over. I think that will be pretty. And now we can stick that down, lining it up with, lining it up with this one. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just ish it. There we go. Right, so that's our first flap. Boop. Second one. Now it flaps, and then we have me and Debbie. So for right now, I'm just going to attach that guy. Right, just going to attach her. But I'm not going to adhere it right to the edge, so if I still want to slide something under, I can. I love it. So are any of my friends from Australia and New Zealand watching? What is your weather like now? Is everyone who is in the same North America-ish and it's summer is coming? Are you getting excited for the warmer weather? I am. I am. This collection is Woodland Grove. We were just talking about it. My friend Brenda told me that you can still get it at Joann's stores and probably online if you search it. So if you search the 6x8 pad, the ephemera, I would definitely get the papery. The foam stickers are awesome. But the papery for this one, oh, just for those butterflies. Because you know part of me wants to stick one on here. Let's do it. Let's do. And I'll tell you, I'm going to show you why I love papery. Because I love the vellum stickers. It's like easy to use. Easy to use. Give me a second. Easy to use rub-ons. So I'm going to put that on here like that. Maybe at the top. So it is a sticker. This is a sticker, so it's got to fit on the page. So that can go like that. So we'll just leave it for now, okay? And then we'll put it on later. But I love it. Oh, or look at. Maybe it won't be a butterfly. Maybe it'll be a flower instead. The thing that's what nice with the die cuts is even though it's a sticker, I could leave it and use it as a ephemera piece, or I could use it as, oh, I like that. I think I'm going to use this as ephemera, and then I'll show you with this. So when you use these, it is a sticker, but it's very hard to get off. So you have to use a little pokey tool to separate the two. Now, I told them it's better on a sheet. If you put these on a full sheet, they're so much easier to get off. But I guess I got vetoed. They're better than the die cuts. The die cuts are almost impossible. But see, all you got to do is get it started and then you peel it off. But when it's on a full sheet, way easier to use. But the plus when it's on the die cut sheets is I can use it as a paper die cut because the backing of the sticker is matte, so I can glue it. And I'll show you, I'll do that with the butterfly. So again, even if you're not using this collection, you could use any of the papery packs. So I glued this down a bit and I want this under now. So I just want to show you how this works. And oh, I went too low, but that's okay, I can cut it off. But why I love these vellum stickers is look at that. Now, if you were smarter and you had put it down before you put your photo on, that would have been way easier. But I love that now that blends right into my background, right? So I know tricky that we're using a collection that you might not have. But you can use whatever you have. It does not have to be what I'm using, okay? Let's go ahead and glue the next one. Oh my goodness, I love this. Hopefully the butterfly doesn't fall off till it's glued. So go ahead. Did you guys print photos? Is anybody making some kind of form of album with me? I love that one on there. So I'm going to glue that down. Whoop, whoop. Oops. Me, Debbie, and then Sheila. Lovely mama. Oh, where to next? I love that, right? You're still working on your mixed media? Well, and all this is recorded, right? So you can come back and do your tag. And then the other plus is then you could always find whatever you have on hand. There. So they're all stuck, okay? So now this is the base of our album. So we have those things on the side. So we could do things if you want to balance out the other side that you could put some pattern paper on there or just leave it. And then all of these could be like a sticker word could go down it. Your titles could go down it. Right? Like all of these now could have a word on it. So you could go through and find word strips. You could use little thickers. But at least now, do you see we're repeating a pattern? Repeating a pattern. So what are we going to do? I don't really want to start the cover because I think we should do each page now. So let's go in here. So what can we do now that repeats the bottom? Every page is going to need some kind of ephemera. But the other thing that I think could be fun is doing like at least a pattern that is semi-repeated. So flag banner, I could flag banner onto this page, which I love that. So I'm going to trim a strip and I'm going to do a little flag banner on here. That might be on the third page. I'll repeat it again, right? On the third page, it might be repeated again. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to trim from this black 2 inches, maybe a little thinner, 1 3/4 inch strip. So a 1 3/4 inch strip that I'm going to create a flag banner out of. I can use my border punch on the next one. Okay, so now I just created this and that can be layered here. So that is the starting of one of the patterns. So go ahead and you can attach a flag banner, right? It's starting. So if we do 3, let's look at 3 different styles that we repeat throughout the album, because then that cuts down what we need to come up with design wise. We're going to do 3 styles repeated in some kind of fashion. So one of them is going to be flag banners. And we're starting this page with a flag banner. And I'm going to put it right there. You could, even if you want. So now I want to tie this color in somehow. So remember, we're doing circles at the top of the page. So on this side of the circle, be down here. That's where that's going to be. Okay? Right? When it goes, I want little circles at them. So I know that that one is going to go here. That's how I always cut my flag banners, if the paper will cooperate with me. Okay, so look it, and then I can continue the black on there. So I'm going to go through. Let's decide what the next page is going to be. Let's decide which other page will have a flag banner. So this is going to be something else. This is going to be something else. And this one is going to be another flag banner. So there'll be 2 flag banners in here. And then we're going to think of 2 other patterns to use. What do we want on Debbie's page for her flag banner? Which color would work on here? Ooh, I kind of like that. What do you guys think? This little lilac-y thing? Love it! So what do we do? Wasn't it 1 3/4 strip? Cut it again, and I'll show you the flag banner little technique-y again. Take your corners together, like that. Your corners touch, and then you just cut in. This paper is not being as cooperative as the last one was. And then I just go, boop, and cut my flag banner. And it's going to go right there. I love it on the green. I think that's very pretty. Okay. So let's punch my circle first, because then I know. Oops. I'm going to punch it out of the whole sheet. I forgot this one. I used it. I didn't use as much of that paper, right? I'm going to keep them consistent. So let's look. ish. I cut it out of the bottom of the paper instead of vertically, the little horizontal cut. Okay, boop, boop. Debbie Page. There we go. And we'll clip our circle. To carry the pattern over, okay? And grab my paper clips. Because right now we're just building our pattern. Just building the pattern. So now let's go back. That's those 2 pages, right? We did a flag banner. We should probably repeat that. Not on this one, but on the last one. Can we do it with Sheila? We can. So Sheila's going to get a mat just like this one. We're going to start that pattern, right? So that one had the mat. That was, I don't have a ruler. I ished it. So we'll ish it on the other one. So it's just about a half inch. So what pattern could a Mamacita have? It could go completely contrasty, or it could be blendy. Could be the wood grain, but I think I'm going to use that for something else. What about this floral? Oh, look at it. There's no blue tag on the bottom of this one, right? I could put a photo on the back page. Daniel gets to come back to the party. I'm going to finish my album with Daniel gets to come back to the party. You didn't get edited out, Daniel. There we go. So then it's still consistent, right? There we go. Love it. Okay. Nope. Nope. Sure, let's go with that one, the floral. So I'm going to cut it this way. 1 3/4. Oh, this is, I'm a liar. It was for up here, wasn't it? Yeah, that totally will work. It ties the pink in, doesn't it? So let's just mark with my fingernails. And I'll give you an ish size. Okay. Great call, whoever said the floral. I totally agree. This is going to be 2.5. We're going to go with 2.5. Might not be the same as the other one. And then the height is going to be about there. It is going to be 2.5 by 5. Looks good. Right? I think, look, not bad. It's a little bit more tone on tone, but it is the total look of the Maggie Holmes stuff too, right? Is eclectic. Her pattern mix is very eclectic. It's like you went to the flea market and you found lots of different patterns and you kind of layered them all together. Now my circle will not be the same as that color because it'll be layered on top of it, right? There. So, to recap, we have one more pattern to go, right? This is going to be my cover. I have to put something underneath. My stuff gets stuck on this craft mat, the photos. So I'm just going to layer that so it doesn't get stuck. So this is going to be my cover. That is our flag banner. We have to come, our little strip of paper. We will come up with something else on this one. And then flag banner, strip of paper. And we will come up now with what is our pattern going to be on here. Because it's going to be something on here. So what do you think of frames? Do you guys have frames you could use? Or you could cut a frame? Question. Maybe you said, I'm in my own world here. How are you attaching the pages? Hole punch at the top. Yes, hole punch at the top. I have in here somewhere a binding ring. It's going to be hole punch on a binding ring. Okay. So now we have something we need on here. So I think a frame could be fun because there are frames. I have a set of frames. So I'm going to put on, those pages are all going to get a frame. You could use the Vicki Boutin frames. You could use, for sure, Simple Stories has frames. Or you could just cut one, right, with an interior cut. Or you could use, 100% use a, oh, these are shaker boxes. That could be fun. Now I know not everybody has this set, but I'm going to use it because I have it, okay? So I'm going to put shaker boxes, and then my cover probably is going to have one too. So these are the patterns that I have to choose from. So that one might go on my cover, even though there's glue on it. Oh, that might not be going anywhere. Look how fun. I'm going to do one of these if they ever let me do SKUs outside of, because the world's changing with my American Crafts collection and I'm getting fewer SKUs. So, which makes me sad because I want this SKU. This is going to be perfect on here with that butterfly. So what you're going to do with this, if you guys have this set, is you really should back it with some pattern paper. So I'm going to try to just cheat and pull it. I don't really want to back it with pattern paper. So I'm going to just try to get my shakers in the middle, right? In the middle. And then I'll put the card tag around it. Because I don't really want to put paper on the back. I don't want to cover my mixed media. So I'm just going to do that, and then I'll just put the adhesive. So I'll just make a little boop stack of them and then put it on there, okay? Just hoping it's kind of straight. Hoping for the best. There we go. So the idea is good, but American Crafts, man, the shaker is kind of permanent. There's not enough space. So sometimes the idea is good, but the execution is not the best. And I have to say that this is one of those times. So they're just kind of randomly in here. We'll just go with it. I won't use it as a shaker on my cover. But look, pretty, right? So was that the first one of that? Yes. And then we have one more. Oh, Sheila gets a shaker. Shake it, Sheila, shake it. Which color is Mama gonna get? I might go full on, maybe with the blue one, right? Oh, I like that. Tie that in. And it's gonna go at the bottom. Shake it, Sheila, shake it. I love it that you just purchased mixed media. Makes me so happy. The shimmer watercolor set, a stencil pack, and that big brush to use for the stencils. I'm too excited to play a little later on. I love it. So it is it the hard watercolor palette? You are going to love that, even if you only put drops. And like I said, there's going to be so much education coming down the pipeline with those collections. So much. So I'm going to put a floral on here first, okay? So we have Sheila up here. I'm going to repeat that flower down here somewhere. So look at, oh yes, mommy. I love it. And it can go behind a little bit like that. And then a green flower will go on here like this. Yep, love it. So that's going to happen. Let's adhere it. It's time for some wet glue. I'm very excited for you. So do you do a lot of mixed media? Or is this like some of your first mixed media? Or it's just first time buying Vicki Boutin stuff? I'm telling you, it is art for everyone. I very thoroughly believe that mixed media can be so much fun. Don't put limitations on your creativity, right? So I'm going to put that down like this. Boop. And then we're going to adhere the flower. Like that. I'm changing my mind. I want one of these to come on top. Okay. I'll put a few shakers in here, even though I think these are too big. We'll put a few because it's what it's meant for. Not these ones. I don't like that one, but I'll put the sequiny ones in there. I love that. The stencil brush, the the mixed media stencils. And then when the gel plate comes in, oh my goodness, it's on like Donkey Kong. And the paints are good. Like you can't go wrong with any of the things. But a lot, like, right, the paints are sitting there because until the gel plate comes, you're like, what do I need paint for? But the stencils are a great value. Oh my goodness, there is the die sets. There is a die with a flower in it. Is that there yet, friends? I don't know. I haven't even looked online. I don't even know what's there yet. There. Okay. I love that. So that's what Sheila's getting on her page, her special page. What tool did you use to lift the edge of those leaves? So this, when you go into Joann's, Michael's, and your favorite stores that sell Cricut, or anything that you can do weeding, right? Where you have to lift the vinyl, buy some weeding tools even if you don't use a Cricut. So this came in a set of weeding tools. So it looks like Explorer or Scaler, if you ever worked in dental field. So I love this. Pokey Tools is the other one that I would buy, because you want things that can lift. And if you don't have your own fingernails, like if you have the dip like I do, it's your friend. And then it also lifts the backing off of, ooh, yeah, there's some static on that sucker. It lifts the backing off. It just turned into those jumping beans. Love it. Okay, there. Sheila gets some little shakers, but they don't really shake, so we just pretend. But I love it. There. So that is that one. So now we know, I think we need to use one of those on the cover too. How are we doing for time? I have about 45 minutes. We can do this. You ready? Because now we have the bones for the most part, and now we're going to embellish. And the other thing that we're going to do is build our cover. I really love this frame. but it's not oh, the gold one. Look at that. That can work beautiful. It's going to go on here somehow. Okay, the gold frame's going to go on here somehow. I don't know if I'm going to put shakers in it. I think I'm going to make it like a little diorama. We'll find something to go underneath. This is my first mixed media VB purchase, and they are going to play so nice with my distress inks, 100%. I also requested notification from Joann's for the gel plate starter kit. Beyond excited. In Minnesota, our Joann's has a great selection. I order it for pickup since it's an hour drive for me, and I want to make sure it's in stock before I leave home. I love that. Yeah. Any other questions did I miss? I don't think so. So for our cover, let's think of what our title of our album's going to be. So there was a whole bunch in here, wasn't there? But what's on here? Anything? Oh, I like this for sure. This is the good stuff because it's my birthday. So I feel like I'm going to put B-Day. This is the good stuff. That's going to be on my cover. So I have not used my border punches. I think I'm going to use one for the cover. And we know for sure this is the good stuff. People love these foam things, but I'm telling you, they aren't my favorite. I would rather it have no backing. I wish I could have that whole sheet with no backing. They can get a little... right? It's the good stuff. Is going to go on there, and then I'm going to put B-Day. I might end up having to later find different things to add that aren't in this, because I would put a subtitle on that, but I don't have a sticker book or anything. I don't have any other words, and I'm trying to just use what I've got here, but there's no other words. So I am going to put these, will work, right? B-Day. This is going to, I want a border on the bottom of the front page. So which papers did we have? I'm going to use this for sure. Ooh, this is good too. Okay, so let's find a border punch. These are restocked too, friends. All of the borders that I have, if you notice, are restocked because it's the one thing. What does Vicki use all the time? Are border punches. Because I feel like it's just a tool that you get such mass impact from. So I'm going to just do a quick border. I love this one. I'll show you. It looks like a torn notebook paper, but has the little circles in it. And then the other one I have has the squares. So are you guys crafting? Is anyone just hanging out? Watching me like it's Netflix? Are you working on other projects? I know you told me before, but now I think I haven't asked that with this group, with the second video. But I do think a border on here will be really cute. I'm going to cut 2 of them so I can layer it. Because not double-sided, remember, not my favorite. I know I'm not, that's not everybody's opinion on that. Crafting, but easily distracted with sales. Binging, I love it. What type of glue are you using? I have the Barely Arts glue that I love. I love the Nuvo Drop one because I have my Sweet Petunia, the glue gun, but my glue is empty. I love Lawn Fawn. I have this one too, Lawn Fawn. Just a good white glue. I like this one because it's not as runny. This one is a little bit more liquidy, but I find now that I've been using it, it's dried up a little bit and it's better. You're scrapbooking a layout. I love it. Okay, so I'm going to cut this border at 3/4 of an inch, and I'm going to do another one and then see if we can't layer them. The scallop would be so much easier, but I didn't grab that. So see, then I can put a little border on the bottom, which I think adds a little something something, right? And then if we cut another one, let's see if I can't. Or we could do it. What if we do this and then it's not hanging off the bottom? I don't have to cut a match. See, and now I can get away with using single-sided paper. So let's just take the noise away for a minute, and we're just gonna, oops, I dropped my title thingy on the floor. So I just had another idea. This is gonna layer like this, and I'm gonna put another strip on the bottom. So I can put my title across it, right? So that's gonna go up there like that. I'm gonna put another pattern on the bottom. And then we're going to put that sticker on there. Right? This is the good stuff. So I think if I put that little bit of purple on there, I like it. So that one is about another 3/4 of an inch strip. I bet you. That is though, and you say you just bought that ink and it was dried out? That is just not okay. But you're allowed to be mad about it. 100% allowed to be mad. Okay. Go ahead, glue that, and then I'll trim the edge. Now we know that this is the good stuff, is going to go right here. Eek. Ooh, I like that. Right up there. This is the good stuff. And then we know our frame's going to go on here. I'm going to put some kind of art in it, and then I need to put, I'm going to put B-Day. I love that, Sheila, because that's the other thing. Everything we did this morning, you could totally put in your art journal. Netflixing you, busy in the kitchen, but didn't want to miss. I will go back and do the layouts later. I love that. So I don't want to use gold because it's the gold frame. So I'm going to put B-Day, and I'm going to spell it backwards. So Y first, right? So I don't run out of space. B-Day. I'm going to layer that right up there like that. Sorry, my head's probably in the way. Right? I'm going to spell it backwards, B-Day. But maybe even better. So see why I love this tool? Because I don't have fingernails that can get under this stuff. So then I can straighten it. So I use all my pokey tools. All the things that are meant to weed, mean remove the negative space of your vinyl, I use for scrapbooking as well. They're great for getting stickers off. Oh, the backing didn't come off. So see, then I can just use my little tool, boop, and pull it off and not damage the whole sticker. So some people use tweezers. There's lots of different things, but I do love the weeding tool. And sometimes, like I teach on cruises. If you're new here, one of my favorite things to do is to go on vacation with people and do crafting stuff. Because I feel like that's the best of both worlds, right? Best of both worlds is one, getting to spend extended period of time, which if that's not your jam, don't come on a cruise with me. Or if you cruise with me and you are like, okay, I only want to be in the class, but I don't really want to see you outside of it, then it's fine. I just won't talk to you outside the class, right? So B day, there are really no hyphens, but I could cut a letter down or just go with it. And I'm just going to go with it. Watching and working, I love it. Hi, Amy, how are you? Scrapbooking while listening, working on my layouts from last weekend's crop and crate delivered. I sure do miss you in those, thinking of which class I want to purchase from your Access Only. I love it. Well, and I do class kits too, right? So if you want to do, I could have probably put birthday on here. I'm a liar. I can't just do that without. So let's just cut an I for the hyphen. Let's cut it for the hyphen from the I. Hi, Victoria. That's nice. That's what I was saying, that I just went out with my best friend from high school. That's why I didn't see Tim and Jennifer and the Hero Arts video. Aaron, I lost his name for a minute, because I never go out, and I did actually go out that night. So I did not get to see that, but I will watch the replay. So then, see, now it acts nicely as a placer too. Come on, come on. Good enough, right? B-Day, this is the good stuff. And then let's decide what we're gonna layer now in our little frame. What are we gonna layer in our frame? Well, you could leave the frame too, and you could do something on, not obviously this gold butterfly because it get lost, but you could totally do that. We could put florals inside of it. It just depends on the scale. Ooh, I like that. Look at. And then I'm going to have it come out of the frame as well. Won't just stay in there. Won't just stay in there. Ooh, the white ties that white in. How pretty is that? Let's see what else we can get in there. Ooh, I like the black in there too. So we'll just, nope, that'll make that guy get lost. Nope. You do not get to come to the party. But I do love the white. Okay, I'm going to position some of the stuff that I'm liking. So this is going to be stuck down by the frame anyway. So if I put a little bit of adhesive, just a little bit to tack it, it's going to be glued in the frame anyway. And then this guy, did I move it? I don't know. I don't know if I did. Let's look. Yes, that needs to go up a little higher. There. I know it is sometimes like, what do you choose, right? And I apologize that I just keep coming at you with new stuff, because it gets a little tough. I definitely can appreciate that. Cruise or kits? What do you spend the money on, right? So there. And then, oh, let's look. There are so many things. Like this, I think, is one of the prettiest SKUs I've ever seen. Look at that, just for this. I love that they put the clear acetate on that. And the peaches. oranges, whatever they're supposed to be. I love those too, but they aren't going to fit. But is there anything in this papery that will work as a big sticker on the back? It's hard because they don't necessarily do things the same as mine, right? All of our collections are different. And then some of it is just too big. Oh, the bow. Look at the bow sticker. So let's look. So the fun thing with the papery is you have 2 of everything and there are 100 pieces. Let's keep some of these out though. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. Look at the bows. I love it. Look at the green one. So pretty. I like bows. You can put bows on all the things. I would take the bows. So darling. Some labels. This is what I love about ephemera. If you like to cluster like I do, ephemera is where it's at. I just wish the scale was a little bit smaller so I could use some of these, but we'll try. We're going to try. Oh, the tickets. That is a layerable piece. Layerable piece. I like that thing. Lots of labels, tabs. Just grab some of them. Oop. Am I going to use any of it? I don't know. I don't know what's going up above me. They're loud up there. Ooh, look at, there's some butterflies. Is it small enough that I could get it in there? I think I could. Look. I think I could. We'll go for it. Ooh, there's a blue one too. We'll do the purple. Okay, that guy's gonna go on there for sure. For sure. And I might have to sneak into the ephemera. But maybe not, because like I said, it's tough sometimes when I'm using other people's stuff. Because there's things I always add so that we have lots of little different scale. Like I like little titles mixed in with our big titles, so I have subtitles. So I might do this, and I'm not going to put any of the shakers inside of it, only because they won't work. And I might have to grab another product just to put little subtitles on, because it needs to be, the scale needs to be smaller. The scale needs to be smaller. It's too big. But the green, good layer. Another leaf, let's decide. Don't want to cover up all the mixed media either, right? I love that. That's going to work. Okay. I love all of this stuff, and I'm just telling you, friends, a lot of it, I don't know if it's going to be with my next collection. The collection we're working on is for next year, and a lot of the SKUs might not come back. So if there's things that you love now, like the album, I'm fighting for the papery right now, because I'm like, I will buy it. I'll just buy lots of it. But, and if you're out there and you are a kit company, or you reach out to Notions or wherever you buy from and you tell them, we love Vicki Boutin's collection, we're going to commit. Because then if we get the interest in it, they won't say no, right? And I just feel like I do product differently. I think my collections just are a little different than what's out there, only because I am a designer and an end user, right? I make what I want to work with, and I make it to go with my style. So if you like my style, you're just going to automatically, I love arrows and directional pieces, so I would put them in everything. I try. There's tons of arrows in my stuff. And that's why there's rulers and other directional pieces, because you need things, right, that will work. There we go. And then I think the flower's gonna fit right about there. So see, we have it flying, come out the side, our little purple butterfly, and then our frame can go on here. And later a little sticker would be very fun on the front of that. Okay, so this is what we have so far. I love it on our peach and yellow background that we made. It's mixed media. Now when you see it start to come together, right? Now let's commit our frame. And this is why I love mini books, tag books, because I can get crazy with layering embellishments. I can put all of the thick, yummy stuff on here and not worry about, I love that. It's kind of like behind glass, right? So there we go. B-Day, this is the good stuff. And then we know there's gonna be a circle at the top because this is where we're gonna punch our holes, and we'll make a little guide for that, okay? So then we can just punch a circle. What circle do we want on this one? What pattern paper circle will work on this one? Pink. I'm gonna go with this. So it's going to be on here like this, and then the black one for the next page will go behind it. We'll glue them together, okay? We just have to center it because this is where the hole will punch for our binding. So I need a ruler. I keep saying I don't have a ruler. Well, how am I going to center that on the page? Vicki, you need a ruler. Stop messing about. I wish I had my little one, because this one I have a hard time reading it. So I own like 25 rulers. Do you know where I put them? Can you come find them? The dingleberry. So this is 4 inches. So we know that 2 inches is going to be the center. I can use anything right now. Go kind of there. Okay. So I'm going to layer this one on, and then I'm going to put the other one behind it. And I'm going to eyeball the first one because all I really need to get the first one on there, right? So I think there looks center-ish. Good enough, right? This guy will go on the back, but I don't want my camera to be upside down, so we'll layer it like that. I'm going to be punching a hole through it anyway, so it won't matter. Right? Let's see how close I was now. Was I close? Close enough, right? Close enough. And hope I can get my hole punch in now because I have the foam on here. Good enough. It's not going to be exactly centered, but it will work. Just wouldn't go into the hole punch, right? So that is where my little binding ring holey will go. It didn't punch very nicely. So that is, at this point, as much as I'm going to do on this cover, I might come back and embellish a little bit more. But that's the cover of my album. So now that will flip, right? I would love to be able to get more stuff on there, but we'll see. I'm standing up now. Standing up now. So now it's going to turn, and then we just need to embellish on here. So some of these titles might fit. So Darling, if I wanted to put that on there. So Darling. I still need circles on all the pages too, don't I? Yep, I'll still need to put a circle on all the pages, so I might like punch that at the end. Oh, look, it will work down here too. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. Just to get it done, right? Sometimes you just want to get it done. So I need a title on my page. That's the other thing when I'm doing these albums. So, right, you have to take your tool and just separate. So sometimes I hook the back and that will pull it up. But if I can get that little thing in between, telling you it's better, they're better when they're on a full sheet, which is what we did with Discover and Create. And then some of the people, the creatives, were like, we don't like it like that. It looks better as a die cut. I'm like, it looks better, but end users, if they have dexterity issues, are going to struggle to ever separate these two pieces. So don't fight it and wreck it. Just use it as a die cut if you can't get the vellum sticker off. Okay, so I'm going to put this down here. So darling. There we go. Okay, love it. And then just burnish it into place. And I can still see my little gold dots from the embellishing or from the mixed media. And then what do we want to embellish this with? We can stick with our floral pattern. Ooh, I like that too. Look at that. Love that. And then we'll put some foam dots underneath the wings. If you were my foam dots, where would you be? So when I build these albums, like, or any of my classes, so I'll get the main pieces on that I know I love, and then I'll come back. So I'll go get the bones of the pages done, and then I'll come back and I'll embellish a little bit more. But that definitely works, playing up the gold, right? Coordinates nicely with that top page. And then I would just add something else up top. Could tie the black in, which I love, right? Love that, love it. And I don't feel like it needs any bit more other than maybe a little label and a title later up top. So because I don't want to pull that back out, let's just do that. Love that. Ties the black in, have my gold working on here. And like I said, I would just put like a little label above. These are too big, but you get what I'm saying? Just a little label, like some kind of little tab that I could journal on, right? Not that too big. So we're gonna go, because I'm gonna find something else that I can work on here, but I'm probably gonna have to shop my stash for it. So now what are we gonna put on this page? We have all this business going on down here. So we could totally do a little floral bouquet, which I don't hate the idea of. Look at, I'm gonna tie the blue from the top up here, and then we have to find a title that will work too, right? So we have to find a title that will work down on this page. So I just made a little cluster, and now I feel like, let's see what we can find. So we know we have magic, but I don't want to use that right after. What about one of the vellum ones? What do we have? Full of wonder. So darling. Am I so darling? But it'll get lost a little, won't it? Get lost a little bit. Explore more. So sometimes, even though you have this kit, you might shop your stash because I don't have a lot of title options and I still need to use this for my layouts, right? Because this, like, so I love the foam. Give me more titles. Scrapbookers want titles. Shop your stash. I shop my stash. Why go buy something else? Use what you got. So, yep, that's what I say. Shop your stash, right? Ooh, look at that rose. So I think I'm going to put it up a little bit and my title will go again at the bottom. But I do like this. I'm going to break up that tone on tone with, look at a little rosebud. And I don't know if I can use this one or not. I could still, but I want this. Okay, let's do this. Let's just adhere this. Remembering you still have to put your binding hole at the top. So bring that back down a little bit, Vicki. Foam dots at the top of the little rosebuds. Scissors, where are you? Right there. I love scrapbooking. Seriously, makes me so happy. And look at, it's from Mixed Media that I'm sure when you were looking at this going, that's a hot mess. I don't even know how she's going to make this work. And I tell you how I make it work. I just find things that I can tie in to make those colors work together, right? The blue one I want to pop up for sure. The leaves will pop up a bit. And then we'll adhere the middle. Right? So just shape your flower a little bit. So it's not flat. Flat is boring. You want to have a little bit of dimension in your stuff, and you can get away with it with a album, right? With a tag book. You can totally pop all this stuff up. It doesn't have to matter. It doesn't matter if it's too bulky because it's a tag book. There. Look how pretty it is on that pink card. And then maybe I'm going to put green instead of, like I have this guy, right? But I don't know yet what my title's going to be. So I'll just let it live there for a minute. Okay, it's just going to live there. But this is all I'm going to do right now on here. Again, I'll put a little label, journal strips, whatever, but a title has to go on here and a subtitle. So I will definitely share this when it's done. Okay, but we're going to say, okay, I like that. Let's flip. This one is already doing its thing because it already has the frame on it, right? But like I said, I would be putting a word banner across the bottom, right? Not this one, but you get what I'm saying? It needs a word banner that would be popped up. This is a perfect spot for one of the bows, though, wouldn't it? If I can cheat and make it work. Not that one. Not that one. Were there any other bows in here? I would like a bow, please. I would like a bow, please. All of these are not going to work. They need to be a spread out bow because this will be really pretty. I don't hate that though. Look at that. But let's see if we cut it. If we cut the little legs off of it. Right? I don't like it. No, 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 no. So I'll have to think on this one too. I feel like it needs something at the frame or just at the bottom, But let's go ahead and commit this is a vellum butterfly, right? But we're going to use it like it's a piece of ephemera. I actually want it right on top of my photo, which I don't normally do, but I'm digging that. Look at that. Digging that. And then I need some tabs. Like all these things I put in my collections because it's how I scrapbook, right? It's how I scrapbook. But now you get what I'm saying, right? Ooh, look at that, works. And we'll just put it on a banner. So what color do we want to tie in this? That works. It works, Vicki. I'll show you what I'm talking about now. 3/4 inch little banner. I have 10 minutes left before we move on to the layout class. So see what I'm saying? It could go on there, and then I'll just cut the banner out. So the other way I do my things is middle, in, and in. Some people use a square punch because you can just put them in the corners of your square. I have 45 minutes. Oh, is it till 1:30? Okay. Whew. I was like, oh no. Love it. So we need to beef up with some foam dots. I'm gonna have to layer my foam dots because this is gonna layer across the bottom of that. But I might have to put double foam dots, but it might then be, the width is gonna be wider than the frame, but we're gonna go for it anyway. Oh, it's not, it's perfect. So we're gonna beef up our foam dots. Right, this banner's gonna go across the bottom like that. And then magic will go on it. But let's get my tiny attacher. I'm gonna staple magic on there. Actually, I just kind of like it like that. Let's just adhere it. Do. Who's still here? Are you guys playing? Because I don't know if this is as interesting, right, as when I did the mixed media. I am curious. There's still quite a few of you. Still quite a few of you. So I'm just going to put this on a banner with the white that still will pop magically. It will tie that turquoise into the bottom, and then we'll pop it on the bottom. And then it still needs something. I just don't know what it is. Because right, if it sprouted out of there, it would be really cool. But it's not sprouting. What did your desk look like when you were working? And don't forget as well, if you did not watch yesterday's walkthrough of my new collection, if you go leave a comment in the regular comment section, I'm giving away a $230 Canadian gift certificate to my shop. So you can purchase the new Bold and Beautiful weekend event or whatever you want. It's a huge mess. You're still here, Irene. I love it. Yeah, I hear you, my friend. It is a huge mess. I love the scrapbooking. There, look. Fun, right? I love that. Magic. Magic. And then, like I said, it needs something up here. I don't know what it's going to be. I feel like I would like to tie... Ooh! Ooh! Can we do that? What do we have that is kind of that goldy? That's too big, but you get what I'm saying? That would totally tie it in if we could get a smaller piece of a vellum sticker that is in that yellowy finish. That bow would be great too. Look at that, would be great too. It looks very Maggie Holmes-ish. I don't hate that. I don't hate that. I don't hate that. The only problem is getting it to pop. So we'll put some foam dots. We'll layer a foam dot. I'm not taking the backing off of it, of the sticker. And let's see if we can get it to be the same height. Oh, that'll totally work. Love it. I got my bow. Mine was a mess, but I cleaned it up. It was pretty bad because my teenage son came in and commented about how messy it was. Question, can we buy the bold and bright stuff separate? Not on my website, but yes, you can anywhere else. Natalie, hopefully, I think she has the ShareSale link for Cherry on Top. It will be up on all your favorite sites soon. Some of it will show up in Joann's, but not, they do not buy all of it. That's where we're running into a problem, right? Joann's store, buy all of the things because the people want the papery. They want the 12 by 12 paper pad. They want all the ephemera packs. So if you're out there and you're the buyer at Joann's, give us all the things. There, I love that. Look how fun. So like I said, I will still embellish more, but now we tied that gold in, right? From the top. And then like it needs little words or even some little journaling strips, but I'm happy with it for the most part. And then we still have to put all the little circles on there, right? So what are we gonna do here? You're a wildflower. She sure is, man. You're a wildflower, Debbie. Could put the title up there, right? No, 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 no. Oh, I love that. Look at, boop. And we could tie some florals in on this one too. Ooh, and then the pink is tied on that page too. I do not hate that. I do not hate that. Or, no, I like it. Just go with it, Vic. Don't fight it. All of the things, we need all of the things. I love it. I need leaves. I need leaves, but what else do we have that we can use? What else do we have that we can use? Chase your dreams. Oh, look at. Maybe instead, look at that. What do you think? Put a big title on there. I don't mind that at all. Or the flower and find a different title. But the flower needs a leaf. We need a leaf. So let's do the other thing that I tend to do. Put your glue lid on too. Is use my circle punch, but I only have the 1 inch over here to make some leaves. Do 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 do. Ephemera is my happy place. Me too, because all of it takes all of the thought out of everything. It's just there, and you just use it. I don't have a green. I'm going to use this piece of papery. I need a bigger circle punch to make my leaves, but we're using what we have. but I don't know. Too small? Too small. Mixed pattern. Don't like it. Sometimes you get stuck though, right? Because I don't have everything that I need. Even though I have to use what I have here, I'm not being happy about it. I'm not being happy about it. I need more things. I need some stickers. I need another, oops, circle punch. But I am going to go with this pink, pinky peach. And I am going to go with, oh, I don't like what I just did there. What did you do, you crazy lady? So let's take that stick off with my powder tool. De-stickify it, because I changed my mind. The flower is going the wrong direction. So I'll wait, because I'm going to put a different something for a leaf on there. A different something. I know it's hard when you do the backgrounds, right? But here's the other thing is you could redo all of them. You could do it again. So don't be too tough on yourself about covering up the backgrounds. This is all recorded, so you could go back and do them again. Let's see what's in the top of this package. Because 45 pieces of ephemera is just not enough for me. I would like all my ephemera packs to be 75 pieces. I feel like 75 and different scales, they have to be some big pieces, would make me happy. I need large pieces of ephemera, but I wanted another gold leaf. Ooh, look at that butterfly, is awesome. Ooh, here are gold-ish leaves. They're golden. Look at that. And ties the gold up from here. Look. Oh, I like it. Makes me happy. Look at that. We'll just layer them in the back of the flower like that. And then we still can get our title on here. But I have to find something that fits. So let's glue those. That works. I love that powder tool. I use it all the time. I take stick off of my stickers because sometimes I don't want it to be a sticker. I want it to be ephemera so I can put it wherever I want. I will take static away when I'm embossing with that tool. I love the powder tool. I do feel like if you're like Vicki, do you think it's like a must in your, I use it all the time. So you know when you talk about things that I use it all the time. I use that powder tool every time I scrapbook because I don't like stickers. I said it. I said it. I don't like stickers. I like ephemera better. I would rather adhere things where I want them to be adhered. The only thing I'm okay with being in stickers is alphas. Can you believe it? I said it out loud. I don't like stickers. I just keep saying it now. I don't like stickers. Yeah, I like to have control. I have control issues, and I find that I have more control with ephemera than I do with a sticker. But I do like that pink up here, because then it ties the pink from that flower down there, the peachy color. I love the titles for the page. They're just too big. The scales are too big. Do you know what I mean? So I will just, ooh, but you know what else we have? We still have the alphas. But I still like to mix my titles. So I'll come back. Like I could totally put like names. I could put Dev on that one. So like I said, I never can finish the whole thing live. Sometimes I have to walk away from it and come back, but I love that. Stickers always make me think of Lightning McQueen. I love that. I looked on the site for the bold and bright papery, but did not see it. It's in the kit, Dawn. Can you believe that? It's in the kit. I added it in the kit. Do you guys want me to add some of that stuff as just open so you can order extra? I didn't this time, but I can add some more on my website. And I'll just order some more, or just wait, and then when you make your next order, right? But because there's lots of stuff coming down the pipeline, I'm just telling you, a ton. I know, and for some of you are going to be like, really? Some people get mad because the mixed media came out and this one came out. I'm like, look, I have no control over release dates at all, because if it was me, I would have liked it not at, I hate this paper behind here, just telling you, but I don't like this background. There, I said it. If it would have just been green, I would be okay with it. I don't like the colors on that one. But sometimes like, ooh, look at, I like that better. So guess what? I'm just going to cover it with that. Just going to cover it with that because I don't like it. Even though it ties the colors in, I think it's too much business going on that page. So let's just cut another piece. I said it. I don't like it. The papery is my jam too. Yes. Yeah. But I will. Because I'm telling you, and that's when they're like, you know, you can only pick and choose so many things. I'm like, no, don't tell me I can't have it all. I want it all. And I want it now. Yeah, I like that better. I cut it a little narrower, but I don't even care. Sorry, Mom. You need something else underneath you, Sheila. That is just not working for your beautifulness. So we're going to layer this too. We'll just do a double layer. So even some of the pink can still show. But I don't like it on this background. They aren't all winners, right? They are not all winners. And that one certainly was not. So the only thing I want to do too, as we wrap this one up, because it's at a layout end, we're not going to rush through, okay? I like that better. I like that better. So we need a title, but I don't have titles that I want to use. But I do like this one too. You are pure sunshine. She is, man. Love you, Mommy. I'm going to put that there. Love it. Love that. You are pure sunshine. See, we need a sticker book. But even so, when I create my collections, I make sure that every SKU has value that works with the next SKU. So if the icons have a few titles, because I want titles in everything. I don't want just icons. We still need titles. Love that. Love that. Okay. And then it needs a title on this page, but it might only be a black word strip. And then we're going to put something on here. Something will go on all of those as well. And then look at, I could do something just super simple like that. Doing it. I wish I could have the option to buy the stuff in the kit separate, because sometimes I can't afford the whole kit. But you can, you just can't buy it from me. And I'll tell you why, Julie, is it's a fine dance, right? I like to not, I don't want to be competitive with everybody else. I want you to still to support your independent retailers. So I try not to sell everything like a store. I don't want to be a store. I just want to sell you my favorite things so we can make my classes. I don't want to open a whole scrapbook store. And the other thing is I want the independents to still, where I'm not cannibalizing sales. But in the same breath, all of my income, again, comes from my kit sales. It does not come from the royalties that I get on product, because anybody will tell you that as designers, it is very, very, it's like a part-time job at greeter at Walmart amount with the amount of work that goes into it, right? But I'm totally okay with that, because the other side is I get to work with my own paper and I kit it into classes so that you can still go and buy everything on my kit list from your favorite local store that you might buy all your stuff from, or you buy my kit and then you beef up the rest because you know I will use it more than once. So my kits I will use more than once. And your value is always the best you're going to get is by buying the kit rather than buying it on your own and then buying access only. Because already what you're paying for is just product. You haven't paid that $45 that you have to pay Canadian for the access part. I think this is a sticker. This is what I'm saying. These are tricky, man. It's better on a sheet. Better on a sheet. So what I try to do is just, it's a fine dance, right? Is that, and I appreciate because you want to support me, right? You're like, I want to buy it from you. I wish that you listed it all. That's the reason I don't do it. So I feel like it is a good, all my pictures are just slightly smaller than 3x4. I feel like it makes it fair for everybody. You know, not every store carries, and if you're in Canada, it's hard. I don't even know anymore which independent retailers carry my product. I go on some stores that always used to carry my product and they don't anymore. And I don't know why. I think it still sells. Like they tell me it's the top selling paper craft collection, but maybe they're going more to card making, or maybe they're more mixed media. I don't know. So we'll have to talk about it. You guys let me know if you can't find it out in the wild, right? Then I can look at doing some other stuff. I've just always tried to be very conscious of supporting independent retailers and also being able to do this as a living, right? I will never try to buy all the things myself again if I have the choice. Your kits are the best and easiest thing to do. For my classes, for sure. But I think people look at it and go sticker shock when they see it all. But I'm like, it's almost the entire collection plus 20 plus hours of education. And that is only the product cost. And I still price everything slightly less than what it would be. So I try to keep it. I try to be conscious of all the things, probably to my own detriment. But I want all the peoples to be happy as best as I can make that happen, right? So look at so far. I would junk this up way more than what it is already. But isn't that fun? For just a little class to do on a, amongst the 3 classes, could you still embellish this? 100%, right? I don't know across the board, right? We wouldn't know that. I'm sure there's lots that, like Simple Stories, Doodlebug, but I mean, at American Crafts, it's one of the top selling paper crafting. And I only think it's probably because of me. It's not that I'm saying that it's better than anybody else's, because it's not. I love all the collections out there. But I think it's all these lives and such, right? Is that it grows this community. It grows the community. People are buying the things so they can do the things with me. But yeah, I try to support all my other crafters in the industry. I try to just be all the things that I can be because I love what I do. I love this. And I want other people to love it. And I want everybody to be successful. Like, what is that thing about all ships rise, right? Whatever. I don't know the saying exactly. Right? But now we have to punch the holes because it's meant to then go on a jump ring. And you can get these on Amazon. You can get them at your local stationery store. But the whole idea is that it goes on here, and then you could ribbon the heck out of that. You could add some charms on it. Like I said, I will still work on this a bit because this business here needs some stuff. Stamps could be really awesome. Hello, Katrina. Your kits carry a lot of bang for the buck, and they are amazing. Thank you. I agree, because I price them accordingly. If you bought all that stuff on your own and had to pay shipping and order it from multiple places to do my classes, it's going to cost you more always, because you still have to pay the money to do if anything, I think I don't price my stuff enough. So I had to put the cost of the kit up a little bit this time because operating costs are just stupid crazy, right? So I love this. So We have a few more minutes. I'm going to put my binding on it so I can at least hang it. And like I said, I am going to shop my stash to finish this. But things that would have been fun. Imagine, let's just grab something so I can show you what I'm talking about. Let me look. Walking over. This is why I love stamps. Stamps, stamps, stamps. Give me all of the stamps. You guys will know I'm going to ask you a question. I'm going to come and ask you a question. See, I can't find things when I need to find it quickly. Let's just do this. Let's just do this. So I have this Tim Holtz ephemera, or this die cut pack. Is there a stamp set that goes with this? Do you guys know? Is there a stamp set that I can stamp the French labels? Or does the die just put an impression in it and you can ink the die when you die cut it? Tell me that. Tell me that, friends. So this is an old one of my stamps. I'm going to put like a stamp and arrow on some of these. No, not at all. It's, you know what, Julie? It takes a lot to upset me. The only time that I get upset is when people aren't nice, because then I am like, really? I feel like on top of all the things that I do tons of stuff for free. I always trying to give back. I spend a lot of my time, like look at the whole weekend I'm on here. All weekend this weekend. So that's the only time that my feelings get hurt, are literally when people are like that no matter how much you give, it's never enough, right? And then I'm like, you don't have to, you can go watch other people's things. If you're not getting what you need from me, then go find where you're finding it. Here's your arrow. Somebody was asking about an arrow. This is from one of my older exclusive sets. Like, it takes a lot for you to offend me. And it's usually just rudeness is the only thing that I don't care for. Just don't be rude. Don't hurt my feelings. And we can be best friends forever. Oh my goodness. Do you see what I'm saying with the black? Oh, I love it so much. So I'll show you what I'm talking about. Stamps are where it's at. I'm not lying when I say stamps, stencils, dies, and then your ephemera and your papers. Because now I can go places wherever I want. It's custom. And then it ties. Look at that. Do you see what I'm saying? Oh my goodness. That is like just total Vicki-ness just came to life right there. So I love that now that I can custom those little things. And then look at, I just decorated that and the word could go on the back. Because I don't really need a word on that one because I have the title. So you see what I'm saying? And the tabs at the top could all be the same color. But that's, look at that, just, that is why you need stamps. And you don't have to buy the mouse and the teacup. You know what I'm talking about with a stamp? Buy a set that keeps on giving. Like this is one of my old ones. This is what, when I'm going to design stamps, it's going to be this kind of stuff. For the record, all the things. I should make this one again. The little the little arrows. So I hand drew all of this. So when I start bringing out the stamps that are going to come through VickiBooten.com, they're all going to be hand drawn for the most part, right? They're all going to be hand drawn because then it's, you can only get it from me because it's my art, right? So the other thing, right, we're going to go through, we're going to do the little circles at the top. I'm going to do it right now just to show you out of the cardstock. Out of the cardstock, I'm not going to do patterns on all of them. Maybe every other one. Circle punch. That is OG. That is one of my first. I came out with stamps and dies. No, pardon me, stamps and stencils. And I just would have to find where I put the art. But I don't know. I have a ton of followers comparatively to the beginning, to the beginning of doing all of this. I don't even know if I had American Crafts yet when I made that stamp set. Okay, I'm gonna stick that there. I'm just doing the same color. I'm not messing around. Just to get it done. Sometimes you just got to get it done. Here. Okay. And then we will punch our hole. Well, you cannot go wrong with the value of the stamps and stencils through American Crafts. They are made in overseas, so they are not going to be the quality of these ones, because these are North American made, but they still have great art. I look at it, not every stamp set has to be like a great, oops, I better wait till I do the next one. I can do this one now and do the next. Not every stamp set is going to be the best value ones, right? Some of them you're just using for the art. So this one, let's do every other one. So I'm going to mix it up, and I'll just use this on this page. Totally love it. Nobody's going to know if it totally lines up. I'm just going to do it. Eyeball it. Looks good. That one's going to be a blue one. Yeah, if the interest is there, I cannot wait for the thing that I'm working on, that I came up with this idea because I'm like, okay, there's tons of stamps, stencils, dies, all the things on the market. What would I love to work with? And what do I think would give you value? So I came up with this concept that is going to, really I'd buy it as the whole set, but it's going to be a set of stencils that all layer and work together. And then it is a set of stamps that all layer and work together. And then it's a set of dies that you can cut the art out of, right? So I love that, right? I can't wait. Where did I just put that? Oh, it's on attached, you dingleberry. I'm like, where did it go? It's right here. See, this is going to be fun. It's so cute. So cute. Yeah, I like the blue one on here too. And then what do we want on the back? Ooh, it's going to be blue. I'm for sure, well, Karen, for the cruise is going to be my test one because I have to ship to the Netherlands, Northern Ireland, the UK. So that is going to be my test to see if I can manage the international shipping. So I want to sell to you. And that will make your life so much easier. You have been such an amazing supporter of my brand. So yes, I am working on the international shipping. We're working on it, okay? Okay. I'm going to put that one on there. Boop. And then the Devi, we're almost done. And we have what, 5 minutes? And the next So I'm going to take another 30-minute break. That gives you guys a chance to top up your drink, to have a snack, get your blood sugar up, and then we're going to come back and do layouts. We're going to do 3 layouts. 3 layouts. Hi, B. How are you? Beatrice. Beatrice. My friend. Love her. Oh my goodness. All you guys that I get to meet when we cruise and stuff. If we didn't cruise together, you know, we'd only see each other online. So let me tell you, or in-person classes. And I know not everybody can do them. I know not, so I don't want you to feel bad about that. Because I know it's not everybody can. One, you can't leave your family. Maybe it's not in the budget. I totally get that. But we have this. And I will always continue to do this so that we can have this time together. What do you need? More of the same. So your 3 backgrounds, right? The 3 backgrounds we did. I might stamp a little on it. So I'll grab all my stuff because I don't even know. This is how I roll on these. Like I have a basic plan and then we just do the things. So, it is starting definitely with the mixed media backgrounds. You need circle punches or dies or the circle cutter. I'm going to use my circle cutter. I'm going to use this sucker because then I can place it anywhere I want. But the only problem is the smallest circle is 4. So I might use some punches too. I might use this for the 4-inch circles. And then I might use a 3-inch punch, 2.5, 2. We're layering circles. Okay, we're layering circles. Hi, Mummy. Here's my mummy. I love her. And then we should finish. I'm going to do some wood grain ones because I did some in blue, some in pattern. Now it's weird. Now it's weird. So I will clean up my space. Vicki, question. Are you going to use bold and bright in Spokane in August? Parts of it. So Kimberly, this is how I do the things. I will not teach the same class. I'm going to use parts of it at She Loves Color. And I'm going to use parts of it at the Spokane event. But I think the Spokane event, I might put together an exclusive stamp or something. So we can do some mixed media with distress ink and maybe a layerable stamp set. So we will use it. And then one of them is going to be using a 6x8 pad to create your art. I just don't know where I'm going to use what. I don't know yet where I'm going to use what. So yes, I will be using bold and bright with a mix of maybe some other things. There's some newer simple stories maybe. I don't know yet. But yes, I will be. If that answers your question. I'll be using parts of it because how do I go and teach at these places and not use my own product line, right? And some mixed media. We could do something with the mixed media. I totally forgot about that. We could make a whole mini book out of those ephemera packs. We could do a whole tag mini book. So I'll talk to Michelle, but I'll be using something. We'll be doing something. There. Here we go. Just in the nick of time with 4 minutes to spare. Is it completely completed? No, but am I pretty happy with where we're at? Yes. We do have a tag book with freaking photos in it that I will come in and I might put arrows on all of them or I might put one of the words on. But I like that black stamp. And then, like I said, I'm going to put, there's no title on this one, right? So I need to find a title for these, but I have photos. I actually made something. And it still needs titles and a little bit more, but it's still better than nothing, don't you think? It's still better than nothing. I love it. Yeah, I forgot about the mixed media stuff. What do you think, Kimberly? Would you like me to use maybe the mixed media collection at Spokane? Because I'm not teaching a class anywhere with that. Why did I not think of that? So I might do that. I might do that instead. We could use the background paper from the mixed media. So that is, if you're like, what is she talking about? There's a walkthrough of the mixed media collection. It's not everything, but there is a walkthrough of that as well. I think that would be fun. And then I can do layouts at, because that's what I'm doing. I don't know if I'm supposed to say that. At She Loves Color. Sorry, Stephanie and Naomi, if I wasn't supposed to say it, but I'm doing layouts. A lot of people don't like to do the layouts when they're teaching. I love doing the layouts. I'll do the layouts all the time. Layouts are my jam. And that's what we're doing next, friends. So let me flip this camera. I am pretty excited that we actually used our mixed media backgrounds to make a very fun. That is very fun. I'll embellish it some more, but you don't have to. You don't have to do like too much with all of the things, right? Sorry, I got a Blair Witch ya. So I can close out this video and then I'll be back to start the next one. And I can't wait for that one. And I know for a lot of you, hi. Sorry, I had to look up my nose. That the layout one is your jam. You're like, I've been doing all this stuff because I like to keep Vicki happy. But at the end of the day, I like the layout. So what are we going to be using? These. This is what I'm going to punch, and we're going to layer circles. So we're going to punch out of these in like a bigger punch and then smaller, and we're going to layer circles. It's going to be some funky, dunky mixed media, and it's going to be a grid, circle grid pattern out of this. We are going to layer and build up the center of this page. So I have 3 3x4 photos that are going to go on this. So if you want to print photos, 3 3x4 photos are going to go on this. I have a strip of photos that is a 6" by 3" is going on this one. And I don't think I printed photos for this one. Let me look. Oh, I was so proud of myself. I don't have photos for the last one, so it's a bonus one. I'll look. If I have time, I'll print one. So I'm going to do that, right? That's going to go on the, so I just put all the photos on one. I use my Epson PictureMate 400. I love it. Buy it when it's on sale. Everyone needs that. I don't feel bad about, what do you call that? Influencing your purchase with that. And then the app that I use is called Print to Size. It only works with iPhone, Apple users, sorry, Android users. But I put all my photos, I dropped them in, I edited them really quick. And this is from Waco when I was there with my friend Katrina, who is in this photo with me right there. That's Katrina. So, and then the other one, remember I said the strip? I always look down and take pictures of manhole covers. So it says City of Waco. What's the printer? You ready, Kim? I'm telling you, you need this. It is called the Epson PictureMate 400. I'm going to go under my desk because by accident I bought a second one. So I'll show you what it looks like. There's probably dust on it. This one. Epson PictureMate 400. It is a color printer. It is prints with ink. So it is, I'm sorry myself. I know some of you guys love your selfie. I love my selfie too, but I love my Epson PictureMate 400. It is so worth it. I love it. So, like I said, you need, because look, I'm 1 minute over. You need 3x4s, 3 of them. And you need a strip of photos. And then while I'm gone, I'm going to print a 4x6 this way, portrait for this page. I'm going to print one 4x6 portrait. Okay. So we'll see you. This is a series. If you're watching this after International Scrapbook Day, hi, I'm Vicki. And this is part 2 of a series that I'm doing today to celebrate International Scrapbooking Day. And we used our mixed media backgrounds that we created in part 1 of this series to create a tag book. And now for part 3, we're going to do some layouts, 3 single page layouts using the backgrounds. And it will be in a whole separate video. So I'll see you guys there in 30 minutes. So 4 p.m. Eastern time. If you're watching not live, you can watch it whenever you want. So thank you for joining me. I will see you in the next video to do the next step. What do you need? You need your scrapbooking tools. You need something to punch circles with, or you could use a die cutting machine. So I'll probably grab both so that I can show you. All right. We'll see you guys later. Thank you. Thanks, Nat. See you guys later. Bye.